Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss few questions related to redox reaction. That is neat pattern question answer round. So how to apply the theory and which type of questions are asked in competitive examination, we will discuss it. Okay friend, so let's start with the topic, that is question number 1. Look at the question carefully. Here is given equivalent weight of FeC2O4 in the change, that is FeC2O4 convert, that is Fe3 plus 2CO2. Clear? First of all, what to find friend? Equivalent weight. Now do you remember, as I discussed earlier in my chapter volumetric analysis, in my chapter redox also, equivalent mass is equal to molar mass or molecular mass upon N. What is N? Acidity, basicity, change in oxidation state, number of electron gained or lost. Clear? This is the formula. Now look at the question. I am giving you a detailed solution. In examination you have less time, so you have to solve those questions very quickly. But here we are just discussing the question, so we have enough time to solve such kind of question step by step. So check it out. As the according to the question, that is FeC2O4. Clear? As we people know, this will break like this, Fe2 plus C2O4 2 minus. Clear? This is oxalate ion, we people know. Now what according to the question, Fe2 plus converts into Fe3 plus. Okay. That is, there is a change in oxidation state, and change in oxidation state 2 plus 2 oxidation state convert 2 plus 3, that is the value of N is equal to change in oxidation state will be 1. Am I right? Yes sir, you are right. So what is the formula of equivalent mass? That is the molecular mass. Put the symbol M. What is the value of N? Is equal to 1. So during the reaction, the equivalent mass of FeC2O4 will be equal to M upon N. Check it out. I have enough time. If you have any doubt, you can easily approach to me. What happened here? Fe2 plus convert to Fe3 plus. That is the pure oxidation, because here the increment in oxidation state. If there is a oxidation, then definitely there is a loss of electron. In terms of electron lost or gain, there is only one electron lost. Again N is equal to 1. In terms of change in oxidation state, again it is N equal to 1. So finally the formula, the answer is M upon 1. So check out which option is correct. Sir, the D option is correct. Clear friend? Now I am going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next part. Now let's move to the next question. Look at the question. Equivalent mass of the oxidizing agent. First of all, we have to find the oxidizing agent in the reaction. As we know, oxidizing agents are those agents in which there is a decrement in oxidation state. Now check out in which case there is a decrement in oxidation state. If I talk about SO2, here sulfur is in plus 4 oxidation state. We people know how to find X plus minus 2 into 2 is equal to 0. X minus 4 is equal to 0. X is equal to plus 4. Clear friend? Sulfur is in plus 4 oxidation state. Yes sir. Now here sulfur is in minus 2 oxidation state. Clear? Now here sulfur is 0 oxidation state. Elemental form. Now plus 4 to 0. If there is a decrement in oxidation state, then we can say this one is oxidizing agent. Clear to you? And if there is an increment in oxidation state, then we people say this one is reducing agent. Am I right? Clear, check it out. Now according to the question, equivalent mass of oxidizing agent, that is we have to find the equivalent mass of SO2. As we know, equivalent mass is equal to molecular mass upon N. N is equal to change in oxidation state. Here SO2 plus 4 oxidation state convert to 0 oxidation state, that is total change in oxidation state N is equal to 4. And what is the molecular mass of SO2? We people know sulfur 32, oxygen 2 into 16, that is 32 plus 32 is equal to 64, 64 by 4. Now what will happen? 16. So in this case, what is the option? This C is the correct option in this case. Clear? Step by step question, find out. It's very easy. You can easily solve such kind of questions. Clear, friend? This chapter will help you in electrochemistry also. Now let's move to the next part of the question. Next question. Now look at A, B, C are the three elements forming part of a compound in oxidation state +2, +5 and -2. What could be the compound? The question is, what could be the compound if there is three element, that is A is in +2 oxidation state, B is in +5 oxidation state and C is in -2 oxidation state. This is the question. There are two methods to find out the answer of such question. First of all, that is hit and trial method. What is hit and trial method? As we know, if any compound forms by using A, B and C, the total sum of the oxidation state will be 0. That is the normal theory. If I start with the option A, check it out, A2 BC whole twice. Clear? This is the option. Now A2 plus 2 into 2. For B, that is +5. For C, that is -2 plus -2 into 2. Clear to you? Now 4. Clear? Now plus 5 minus 2, that is 3. 3 into 2. Clear to you? Now check it out, that is 4 plus 6, that is equal to 10. Clear? This is not equal to 0. So this is not an option, because for neutral molecule the sum of the all oxidation state will be equal to 0. Let me check once. 2 to 4, B plus C, here put plus sign. Clear to you? Now 5 and 2, 3 minus 2, 3 into 2, 3 to 6 plus 4, not equal to 0. Now I am moving here. Check out the option number B. This is hit and trial method. By using the option you can get the answer. BC 4 whole twice. Clear? Now check out whether it is correct or not. Now plus 2 into 2 plus, for B that is +5. For C we can write, this is the actual representation. I have written here directly, into 2 into 4 multiply by 2. This is the case. 2 to 4 plus 5 minus 8 into 2, that is equal to 4 plus minus 3 into 2. Clear? 4 minus 6, that is equal to -2, which is not equal to 0. So this is also not a correct option. Now moving here, check it out. For C option, for C, that is A3 BC 4 whole twice. Clear? Now what is the oxidation state of A? Plus 2 into 3 plus B, that is +5. For C, -2 into 4 into 2. Clear? 3 to 6 plus 5 minus 8 into 2. That is 6 plus -3 into 2. that is 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Look at here, the sum of the all oxidation state of the molecules equal to 0. If the sum of the all oxidation state of the molecules equal to 0, then this is the correct formula. So we do not need to check the other option because the multiple, not a multiple, just single option correct. So for this, C is the correct option. This is the first method, by applying hit and trial method. If the sum equal to 0, then this is the compound. Now the second method is how to assume the things. As we know, if A is plus 2 oxidation state, we people know if plus 2 oxidation state is the case of alkaline earth metal. Am I right? So this is the case of alkaline earth metal, that is Ca2 plus ion. Generally, I am assuming that is the alkaline earth metal, that is Ca. And plus 5 oxidation state, generally it is the phosphorus. Clear? And that is oxygen, general oxidation state of oxygen is minus 2. If I write Ca3PO4 whole twice, check out, this is a just assumption. As we know, when this combine, they form phosphate ion PO4 3 minus. When this will combine this one, they form the formula. This is just an assumption method. You have to assume and you can solve. So for me, the best option to solve such kind of questions by using hit and trial. This is the best option. Otherwise, the solution will be lengthy. Clear, friend? Now I'm going to rub this part and moving towards the next question. Wait for a moment. Now, the next question is the oxidation number of iron in Fe3O4. According to the option, first of all we have to check the option and we'll get the answer. How to solve? As we know, that is Fe3O4. Clear, friend? Now put here x into 3 plus minus 2 into 4 is equal to 0. 3x minus 8 is equal to 0. X is equal to 8 upon 3. So the oxidation state of iron in Fe3O4 is equal to 8 upon 3. So the option C is correct. But this is not a complete explanation. This is just an answer. How to explain such things? Check it out, what I am telling. As we know, in Fe3O4, there are two type of oxide. That is, first one is FeO and the second one is Fe2O3. And combination of these two, it gives you Fe3O4. Clear? Now FeO, the iron is in plus 2 oxidation state, and Fe2O3, there are 2 iron and 2 iron has plus 3 and plus 3 oxidation state. So the average of this 3 oxidation state, plus 2 plus 3 plus 3, total number of iron is 3, divide by 3, 6 plus 2, 8 by 3. This is the proper explanation, because iron cannot have, that is 8 upon 3 oxidation state. It has general oxidation state plus 2 and plus 3. But according to the question, we have taken the summation, we have taken the average of the all oxidation state of iron. Due to this reason, we get oxidation state in fraction. Clear to you? We people know oxidation state may be plus, may be minus, may be fraction, but valency cannot be plus, cannot be negative, cannot be fraction. Clear to you? Now I am going to rub this part and we'll move towards the next section of the question. Now wait for a moment. This is question number 5. The oxidation number of xenon in XeOF2. What will be the oxidation state of xenon? As we know, xenon is inert gas. Then definitely it will have oxidation state 0. This answer will come first in our mind. But as we know here, as we look here, xenon has the ability to form compound. If there is the ability to form compound, then definitely there is a certain oxidation state. Definitely there is a change in oxidation state. Clear to you? So how to find the oxidation state? Check it out. As we know, we have to find xenon X for oxygen, that is -2, for fluorine -1 into 2, that will be equal to 0. That is X -2 -2 is equal to 0. X -4 is equal to 0. Then X is equal to, we people can say X is equal to +4. So for in this case, the oxidation state of xenon is 4. Generally, except xenon, all inert gases have oxidation state equal to 0. Sometimes, but in case of there are lots of cases, exception case are also in case of neon, xenon also. But generally, xenon has a tendency to form compound, so it will have certain oxidation state except 0. Now, in alkaline medium, H2O2 react with Fe3 plus and Mn2 plus to give. As we people know, this is a good question. As we know, H2O2 can act as a reducing agent or can act as oxidizing agent. Clear to you? Now, as we know, Mn, that is general form MnSO4. Here Mn is +2 oxidation state, and when treatment with H2O2, it forms MnO2, that is the general case, plus H2SO4. This is the general formula. Reaction. Here Mn is +2 according to the question. When combined with H2O2, when react with H2O2, it forms MnO2. Clear? Here Mn is in +4 oxidation state. Clear? So the conversion of Mn will be +2 to +4. This is a general reaction. Now, Fe3 plus. Now tell me the compound in which iron has in +3 oxidation state. If I write here K3 FeCN6. Clear? Here iron is in +3 oxidation state. The medium is alkaline, so we put here KOH, or we can write like this 2OH minus and plus H2O2. Clear to you? Now in this case, what will happen when treatment with H2O2, as I have discussed in my theory, that is 3 plus oxidation state, it will be converted to K4FeCN6, and the H2O2 will be converted to H2O plus O2. That is, the reduction take place. Fe3 plus ion will be converted to Fe2 plus ion, and H2O2 will be converted to H2O. There is a here the oxidation state decreases, so there is a reduction, so this will act as a oxidizing agent and this will act as a reducing agent. Clear? So in this case you can easily say, sir, the reaction is very easy. In case of Mn2 plus, there is a conversion Mn4, and in case of Fe3 plus, conversion into 2. This is the general reaction. Clear, friend? K4 Fe, you can easily balance such reactions. Now, the questions arises here. So the option here is Fe2 plus and Mn4 plus. So C is the correct option. Clear? I am going to rub this part, friend, and we'll discuss the next section of this question answer round. Now, CrO5 has a structure. This is the butterfly structure, and the color of CrO5, we people know this blue. Clear? Here look at, oxygen is in peroxy linkage. If the oxygen is in peroxy linkage, then oxygen has oxidation state not -2. This one is -1, -1. Clear? But this is not a peroxy linkage. Here the oxygen has oxidation state -2. Now the oxidation number of chromium in the above compound. As we know, this is a peroxy linkage and oxygen has in peroxy linkage, that is the -1 oxidation state. Now how to find the oxidation number of chromium? Now right here, chromium CrO5 structure, that is X, 1 4 oxygen. So put here, that is -1 into 4 oxygen, and 1 oxygen -2 oxidation state. Clear to you? Now put the value, X minus 4 minus 2 is equal to 0. So X minus 6 is equal to 0, friend. So X is equal to plus 6. So in this case, we can say the chromium has oxidation state plus 6. Clear to you? This is a butterfly structure. So in case of peroxy linkage, you have to focus the things. If there is a peroxy linkage, that is the oxidation state of oxygen is -1, not -2. Clear? Now I am going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next one. Wait for a moment. The next question is question number 8. Look at, which of the following chemical reaction gives the oxidizing behavior of H2SO4? As we know, if there is a oxidizing behavior, then certainly there is a decrement in oxidation state. Now check out the first option, H2SO4. Look at here, sulfur is in +6 oxidation state and it converted to SO2. Here sulfur is in +4 oxidation state. If there is a decrement in oxidation state +4 to +6, then we people say that shows the oxidizing behavior. So this is the first option. First option is correct. Now check out the other option. Is there any possibility? Here is sulfur is in +6 oxidation state. Here is sulfur is also is in +6 oxidation. No change. Now if I talk about the next one, here sulfur is in +6 oxidation state. Here is also sulfur is in +6 oxidation state. Here sulfur is in +6 oxidation state. Here sulfur is in also +6 oxidation state. Now look at, in all, after discussing the all options, we found that in first case there is a change in oxidation state +6 to +4. So this reaction will show the oxidizing behavior of H2SO4. Clear, friend? Now I am going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next one. Look at the next one. What is the next question? When hydrogen peroxide is added to acidified potassium dichromate, a blue color is produced due to the formation of, this is the theory based question. We people know this is the theory based question, and blue color, that is, as I discussed earlier in my previous question, when potassium dichromate, what is the formula of potassium dichromate? We people know that is K2Cr2O7. Clear? This is the potassium dichromate, and potassium dichromate on treatment with acidified on treatment with H2O2. As I discussed earlier, there is a blue color formed due to the formation of CrO5, and this has butterfly structure. So by using theory, we can say this is the C option. Now how to proceed the reaction? Check it out. If you remember, then it's all okay. If you do not remember, now check out the reaction. This one, K2Cr2O7 acidified H2SO4. Clear? This is the first part. What will happen in this case? That is formation of K2SO4. Then next one is H2Cr2O7. Clear? Now H2O2 will dissociate like this, H2O plus nascent oxygen, and this nascent oxygen will convert H2Cr2O7 into CrO5. Clear to you what I am telling? H2Cr2O7 will be converted to CrO5. Do you remember this reaction? This is the reaction. This is the 3 step. After adding, you will find the exact output. Clear, friend? If you have any doubt, you can easily ask me. Look at K2Cr2O7 gives you K2SO4 plus H2Cr2O7, and this is the nascent active oxygen, and this will attack on H2Cr2O7 and will be converted to Cr2O5. Now balance the reaction, multiply by 4 here, then what will happen? 4, this one, and this one is H2O. Now check it out, number of 11, 5 to 10, hydrogen in 2. After adding, what is the output here? K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4 plus 4H2O2. Clear? Gives you K2SO4 plus 2Cr O5 and plus 4H2O plus O and O cancel, 4H2O plus H2O, that is 5H2O. This intermediate will cancel each other, this one will cancel, this nascent and this nascent will cancel. Clear? 4H2O, 4H2O2, K2SO4 plus 4H2O plus H2O, 5H2O plus 2CrO5, and this one has blue color. Clear to you? So the option is CrO5. I think now you can easily solve such kind of questions. Now let's move to the next point. The last question of today's lecture. Look at what is the question. Check it out. This is the question. Which of the following show nitrogen with increasing order of oxidation state? In each and every case, we have to find out the oxidation state of nitrogen. If I talk about NH4 plus, here nitrogen is in -3 oxidation state. If I talk about NO3 minus, what will happen? Look at, tell me, do we need to solve the question, or X is equal to, that is the plus, nitrogen is in +5 oxidation state. If you have any problem solving this, look at, put here X plus -2 into 3 is equal to -1, X minus 6 is equal to -1, X is equal to -1 plus 6, X is equal to +5. Clear to you? So NO3 minus, that is the nitrogen is in +5 oxidation state. Yes sir. In NO2, we people know nitrogen is in +4 oxidation state, and in N2O, what is, and nitrogen is in +1 oxidation state, and in case of NO, nitrogen is in +2 oxidation state. Clear to you? Now arrange them. NH4 has lower oxidation state, so first of all there comes NH4 plus. Clear? Then there comes N2O, okay sir. Then there comes NO, okay sir. Then there comes NO2, and then there comes NO3 minus. Clear to you? Now check out which option is correct in this case. NH4 plus, N2O, NO, NO2 and NO3 minus. So for this, C is the correct option. Clear to you? So in case of oxidation reduction, generally the focus on, you have to focus on how to find the oxidation number and oxidizing and reducing agent. If you focus on such topic, then you can easily solve the questions from competitive examination. Clear to you? One more thing I am going to mention here, if just a revision like this, if anyone asks you what is oxidation, that is loss of electron. If anyone asks you what is reducing agent, that is the gain of electron. In case of oxidizing agent, there is a decrement in oxidation state. In case of reducing agent, there is an increment in oxidation state during the reaction. Clear to you? So I think now you can easily solve the question related to redox reaction, related to oxidation reduction. If you have any doubt, you can easily approach to me. I am always here to help you. So time to say bye bye. Thank you so much.